Right, so last time we saw this at the cruising crew meet.
Yeah.
What is it you had done?
So at that point, the car was completely standard as I bought it, minus the exhaust, which it was at the time a decatted Tomei titanium full exhaust system.
Wait, is it not now?
Oh, it still is.
Oh, I was scared then. I was like,
no, God, no.
You conned me into getting one for my 350. Rest in peace, 350.
Yeah, rest in peace, 350. Now, the car is running a Greddy ProFect cruise controller. Taking out the factory unit, which limits the car to 0.7 bar. Getting it on the dyno, setting everything up. We are now running 0.9 bar peak at 7,000 RPM, making just shy of 400 horsepower. The car originally was making 275, so. Also, the upgraded clutch and flywheel, lighter flywheel from Driftworks, and extreme clutches, stage 1 clutch. Also, I ordered some very special coilovers from KW a couple months ago, and they arrived last month and now on the car.
Can we see them?
They're quite hard to see. You might be able to see through.
I may insert a
image
before and after.
Yeah, I've got an image on my Instagram as well that I can send you.
Oh, okay. So I'll put that in the video.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've got some special coilovers from KW, Club Sport 2-way adjustables. The specs were actually similar to an R35. We did that because of how the car transfers its power, and obviously R35 using a Tesla as this car does. It kind of made sense for us to use the same spring rates with 35, despite obviously 35 weighing substantially more than this. But I have to say, it's probably made the biggest transformation in this car since owning it. It feels like a completely different car. It shaved 20 years off it easily.
Well, it was. I mean, when I was in it, what was that? A month ago?
Something like that. Yeah, a month ago.
It was still it was relatively hard.
Yep. Yeah, that was with the springs. Yeah.
Yep.
The thing is with these, you'll notice the bumps. They're there. You can tell they're there, but it just doesn't upset the car, and it doesn't upset you either. Like I've done speed limits over bumps on the M25 that previously would upset the car, or at least maybe you feel quite uncomfortable and they're quite bouncy. The car just sets itself perfectly to go over a bump and not move. It's ridiculous. It's really, really, really good. Very good value for money.
So when you're following behind me, other than the exhaust, what's the other really loud noise I can hear?
Other really loud noise that you can hear? That'd probably just be the engine, just the clutch fan blow.
No, it's a really loud squealing sound.
Oh. Didn't really want to draw too much attention to that.
It's a good thing though.
It's a pain in the arse, but at the same time.
The thing is, you've got to remember that people, such as me, would see it and go, "Oh my god, you need to change your pads."
Yeah, no, nobody knows what that.
But why is it making the noise?
So, I operated the discs and pads when I was doing the service on the car to discs all round, held braided lines, and on the rear we have Type Z street pads, and on the front we have their Type A ceramic pads. Meant for more track focused applications. They work really well when they get hot. Low speeds though, they do make quite a bit of noise. In fact, they get so hot that they're actually melting the discs slightly and they're covering up the grooves. It's nothing that's dangerous, it's just because of the weight of the car and it not being, going from 150 to 10 to go around a corner on a track continuously. They're just not working at their optimum level, so to speak. So does make quite a bad noise.
That doesn't necessarily mean though that everyone's car out there is squealing because they have the same brakes.
I have a friend who's running a K20 swapped MRS. That's also running Dixel Type RA pads all around, and he's done 4 track days. Had them on for about a year, and he's still got plenty of life left in them. They're great discs. They don't squeal, but his car weighs nothing. Again, I have a friend with an S2000, same setup, same story, doesn't make much noise. I mean, we corner weighted this car when we put the coilovers on. With myself in it, it's 1570 kilos. Wet with a full tank, it's 1480. So it's pretty light for what the car is. And you consider it's a 6-cylinder twin turbo all-wheel drive car from 1993.
See, I think a lot of people, when they think of GTRs, would overlook the R32. I think everybody would overlook the R32 and the R33.
Well, not in England, but 33 is well known because it was the first Skyline that was sold in the UK. The 32 was, you might correct me if I'm wrong, but so the 32 I don't think was sold actually outside of Japan, because at the time nobody really knew what it was. You could still get them imported, but yeah, they weren't sold outside of Japan, and the 33 was sold in the UK, as was the 34. So yeah, they're a little bit harder to find in the UK.
Okay, so you what else did you have done? Because your car was obviously at R2 for ages.
It was there for a while. Yeah. So as I mentioned about the clutch and the flywheel. So earlier on in the year, I was getting an oil leak that we concluded was the rocker cover. So we replaced that, got that all sorted, got the car back, had it for 2 days, driving home from Essex, and then smelled a lot of oil from underneath the car. Had a look, and my gearbox was covered in it. So yeah, my rear main went. Had to get that replaced. Had to get a special order from Japan because Nissan UK don't stock R32 parts because again they were never sold.
Understandable.
So we went to replace the rear main seal, and while we were there we were also replacing the front diff seal as that started to leak slightly, not dangerously or anything. We just thought that while we were there, if there's a leak we might as well fix it. Yeah, so we took off the gearbox and my clutch, the original clutch, it didn't survive very well past sand pod. It's I'll take a picture of it later, but it's basically
so is that
a piece of paper at the moment.
That's when you had the clutch blow scare on the drag strip.
Yeah, I thought I'd either done my gearbox or done my clutch, and it turns out I just overheated it.
Made it home though.
Made it home. After 20 minutes, the car was fine. It just the clutch overheated. So that was a peace of mind first, and then obviously realising that I've done the clutching later down the line. I've seen worse clutches. I've had worse clutches. It's just, for a factory clutch, I was very impressed with this. It's the same clutch that's been on this car for 25 years. Just.
Did you say you did a clutch on your Fiesta?
It was on its way out when I sold it.
I know I did one.
Yeah.
I broke down in Eltham, and it's the most embarrassing thing having a 14 plate car and only being at 7,000 miles and managing to do your clutch.
See, mine was at 32, running 350 horsepower, and we were spinning it everywhere.
Yeah, so how was it? I must have just walked around, drove around all day with my foot slightly off the clutch.
I imagine, yeah.
It was one of my first cars, okay? It happens.
No, that was a good car, but I mean, this just can't compare to it. It's such a dream come true.